In 2025, Americans in their 30s stand at a critical juncture, grappling with mounting financial pressures, soaring living costs, student loan debt, family responsibilities, and the pursuit of stable careers. For many in the tech industry, these pressures are compounded by an unforgiving economic landscape marked by widespread layoffs, plunging countless 30-year-olds into financial crisis. The journey to overcome financial hardship after being laid off in the tech sector is not just a personal struggle, but a reflection of broader economic challenges in an era of technological disruption and economic uncertainty. This analysis explores the current economic conditions affecting 30-year-olds, the specific impact of tech layoffs, and 5 actionable strategies to navigate and surmount this crisis. The U.S. economy in 2025 is navigating a phase of sluggish growth, with inflation stabilizing at around 3 to 4%, according to Federal Reserve projections. However, the cost of living, housing, food, energy continues to outpace wage growth, particularly in tech hubs like San Francisco, Seattle, and New York. While the national unemployment rate hovers at 4.2%, per the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the tech sector has been hit harder. Data from layoffs.fyi indicates that over 24,401 tech workers across 92 companies were laid off in Q1 2025 alone. This wave of layoffs stems from multiple factors. First, companies like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon are redirecting resources toward artificial intelligence, AI, cutting roles not aligned with these priorities. Microsoft, for instance, slashed 1,500 Azure cloud positions to focus on AI-driven projects. Second, high interest rates, maintained by the Federal Reserve to curb inflation, have strained tech firms, especially startups, limiting their ability to raise capital and forcing cost-cutting measures, including layoffs. Third, the overhiring frenzy during the 2020 to 2022 pandemic, when tech firms scaled up to meet surging digital demand, has led to workforce reductions as demand normalized, with companies like Salesforce and Alphabet downsizing significantly. For 30-year-olds, the financial landscape is particularly precarious. The average 30-year-old carries $43,000 in student loan debt, with monthly payments consuming 10 to 15% of their income, per Federal Reserve data. In tech hubs like Silicon Valley, median rent of $3,000 per month devours nearly half the income of an $80,000 a year engineer. Alarmingly, a Forbes report notes that 60% of 30-year-olds have less than $1,000 in savings, leaving them vulnerable to financial shocks like layoffs. Many in this age group are also starting families or supporting aging parents, amplifying their financial burdens. A layoff doesn't just strip away income. It threatens savings depletion, missed debt payments, and psychological strain, pushing individuals toward a breaking point. The tech industry's layoffs have far-reaching consequences beyond job loss. For millennials and Gen Z, born 1981 to 2012, who dominate the tech workforce, these layoffs shatter the perceived stability of the sector. A 2023 study highlighted that many feel shocked and disillusioned, having never faced such economic volatility. The job market has become fiercely competitive, with thousands of laid-off engineers vying for limited roles, particularly in non-AI fields. Those affected often face lifestyle upheavals, cutting expenses, relocating from costly cities, or pivoting to non-tech industries, disrupting their career trajectories. Consider a 30-year-old software engineer in Seattle earning $100,000 annually. They pay $2,500 monthly for rent, $400 for student loans, and $1,500 for essentials. Laid off in March 2025 during a company's AI-focused restructuring, they receive a 2-month severance and have $2,000 in savings. Without a new job within 3 months, they risk defaulting on loans, losing their apartment, and spiraling into financial distress. This scenario, far from hypothetical, mirrors the reality for thousands, with ZipRecruiter noting that while 80% of laid-off tech workers find new roles within 3 months, the remaining 20% face prolonged unemployment, especially if their skills don't align with AI demands. Navigating this crisis requires resilience, adaptability, and strategic planning. Below are 5 practical solutions tailored for 30-year-olds to overcome financial hardship post-layoff, addressing immediate needs while fostering long-term stability. First, build an emergency fund and manage expenses immediately. After a layoff, create a lean budget using the 50/30/20 rule. 50% for essentials, 30% for savings, 20% for discretionary spending. Eliminate non-essential costs like dining out, streaming subscriptions, or luxury purchases. Leverage severance pay and existing savings to establish an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. For example, with $4,000 monthly expenses, aim for $12,000 to $24,000 in savings. Sell unused items on eBay or move to shared housing to slash rent costs. This fund reduces financial stress, allowing focus on job hunting without settling for low-paying roles. Second, upskill to align with AI-driven market demands. Enroll in affordable or free courses on platforms like Coursera, Udacity, or Google Career Certificates, focusing on high-demand skills like Python, machine learning, or cloud computing. A $50 per month AI Basics course on Coursera, completable in 2 months, can qualify you for entry-level AI roles paying $80,000 annually. Upskilling not only boosts employability, but positions you at the forefront of the tech industry's transformation. Third, diversify income through freelance work. Register on platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, or TopTal to offer services such as coding, design, or tech consulting. Supplement with gig economy jobs like DoorDash delivery or part-time work. A software engineer could earn $50 to $100 per hour on Upwork, generating $2,000 to $4,000 monthly for 20 hours weekly. This income stream bridges financial gaps during the job search and reduces reliance on a single employer. Fourth, leverage networks and explore non-tech opportunities. Update your LinkedIn profile, attend virtual or in-person networking events, and reconnect with former colleagues for job leads. Consider industries like finance, healthcare, or education, where tech skills are transferable. A tech engineer could pivot to a data analyst role in finance, often with comparable or higher pay. Expanding your job search accelerates reemployment and stabilizes finances. Fifth, negotiate debt and seek financial assistance. Contact lenders, such as student loan providers or banks, to request lower interest rates or payment deferrals. Explore government programs like Public Service Loan Forgiveness, PSLF, for student debt relief or state unemployment benefits, which in places like California offer up to $450 weekly. These measures alleviate debt pressure, freeing resources to rebuild your career. Overcoming a financial crisis at age 30 after a tech layoff is daunting but achievable. The U.S. economy in 2025, with persistent inflation, tech layoffs, and a shift toward AI, demands flexibility and proactive measures from young professionals. By building an emergency fund, upskilling for AI roles, diversifying income, networking strategically, and managing debt, 30-year-olds can navigate this storm and emerge stronger. Most importantly, maintaining optimism and viewing challenges as opportunities for reinvention is key to thriving in a rapidly evolving tech landscape.